Thank you very much. So who was here yesterday? That's why people aren't sitting near you, because you're radiating dampness. I think all those that were here yesterday deserve a round of applause. Those Well, I'm glad I found you here. I hope you're doing what you like. And though it's been a year, we're gonna sit up half the night. I hope beneath the surface we're the same. And though the music's changed, a song remains. Circumstances broke the spell, sent us each our separate ways. But it wasn't so hard to tell. We just began another phase. So many stages I recall. And when they seemed final, we wrote them all. Now there's time to look around. Let old memories fill the room. Just on the edge of sound, someone's playing out of tune. What does it matter how long it lasts? It's the old familiar faces that help time pass. I wrote this song when I was 19. Left Exmouth and East Devon for the first time, searching for fame and fortune. It's all about returning to hook up with old friends again, pick up the pieces of friendship. And for the 70-odd date tour that Phil and I just finished, that was very much the theme. Promoters, friends, fans that became friends, which is always nice. However, if you think there's that American way of success, it's the distance between the small town you're from and where you've ended up. Hasn't quite worked out like that. I now live in Topsham, 4 miles from Exmouth. And Phil lives in Exminster, in the house he was born in, 2.5 miles away from me on the other side of the Ex. I don't mean the former partner, I mean the river, of course. What's going on out there? I'm not even singing tall ships. Don't laugh. And when the coming days of long pulled us out of sight, and pressures begin to weigh, don't take them on without a fight. Time is money, is all they say. Believe that and you throw your friends away. Found you here. I hope you're doing what you like. And though it's been a year, we're gonna sit up half the night. I hope beneath the surface we're the same. And though the music's changed, a song remains. Oh, friends. Right. We actually recorded the tour, and there's a few copies of that setlist album left, and I have to say, once that lot's gone today, that's it. That's it, apart from downloads every here and there. There won't be anything made for a good while. Talking about the road, we've been, 35 years. 30 years as a full-time venue. Artist. 30 years, 35 years.
Just the start of the afternoon.
Oh, shut up. And what are you doing with my green shirt?
Pardon?
I wear the green shirt, it's not
well, you know, I just found a green shirt that I could love.
So anyway, the road. The Americans have so many fine road songs, and their place names are so singable, so romantic, unlike ours, you know. Gotta get out of Burton, Bradstock, I dream of Yeovil. Doesn't quite do it, does it? Doesn't do it for me.
Bearminster, oh Bearminster.
I dream of going to pool in my mind. Best way, really.
Give me weed, wine, and wine, and show me a sign, and I'll be willing. I've been kicked by the wind, tripped by the sleet, and my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet and I'm still. Some folks from Mexico, I get baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapeta, Tonopah. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. I even rode the back roads so I wouldn't get wet. But if you give me weed, white sand, and show me a sign, and I'll be willing. From Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapeta, Tonopah. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. I even rode the back road so I wouldn't get wet. But if you give me weed, white sand, wine, and show me a sign, and Thank you. I once taught that song to a Women's Institute choir. No, really, I actually did. A charity gig on a Saturday morning in a small town, and I'd love to think that they're still singing it without a clue what they're singing.
Cannabis, amphetamines and alcohol is what sustains those truckers. What sustains us on the last tour was the constant gifts of chutney, marmalade, chili jam. It's not as rock and roll as you think it is, folks. In fact, once we stop making the CDs, we're going to open our own farm shop. There's a song called Cold Frontier that, when I relocated back to Dorset in my early 30s, having deserted the London pub rock scene, I started writing about what you see in this part of the world and what you see in these amazing hill forts. And the Romans saw them as well. This is before they built the Dorchester bypass, of course. So I just thought what it would be like for a soldier posted all the way from his vineyard in Naples to Plymouth. Look, there's an LED on the on and off thing, and when the sun shines on it, I can't. So he said, "Press a fucking button, you idiot." A cold frontier. Something under here. Reach down, let your fingers touch a blade as cold as steel.
I was the man who left it there, while I tried to build my home. Watching over a cold frontier, 1,000 miles from home. Now our worlds collide after all these years on a cold frontier.
We cleared the woods and we drained the land for houses set to last. And now all my cities and all my roads are just contours beneath the grass.
While we drove them to the west, songs and their stories, they still remain. What became of all I heard? Just the stones and the clay that the plough reveals on a cold frontier.
On the Tamar under the skin of all those who have worked on the land. But you'll find those traces of who we've been. They lie so close to hand.
A silver coin I will leave for you. You may spin it in the air on any country it chooses to land. This coin, it will pay your fare. Now the border's down after all these years on a cold road from sea. Cold road from sea.
On the Tamar,
Cold
on the Tyne,
so cold.
on the Danube and the Rhine. Cold. One of the features of the last tour was that Phil played one of the first songs he ever learned to play, and then I would play my most recent one, and you can see whether we've got any better. But anyway, Phil's going to go back in history now, and then I'm going to come back and play you a new song. So I shall leave you in the tender care. And it's true, Plymouth University have made us honorary doctorates. You're looking at Dr. B and Dr. Knightley. We can't mend anything if you're not well, but we can certainly sing you some music. Mr. Phil Bear, do it.
Way back in the mists of time, there was a clerical error at Devon County Hall, and I was sent to Teignmouth Grammar School. Well, I never. Anyway, if I hadn't gone to Teignmouth Grammar School, I literally in the year that a bastard called Beeching closed my railway station, and the school was 12 miles away, so I had to get the bus, the ignominy. And I was really looking forward to the train ride because, of course, it's all the way down the Brunel line. You know, absolutely perfect. My neck of the woods, as it were. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. And went to Teignmouth Grammar School, and some older lads there, already even in 1963, 64, had started a folk and blues club, which I guess was moderately progressive in those days. And it had a small collection of albums, including the album that literally changed my entire perspective, which was Davy Graham's Folk, Blues and Beyond. And as the title implies, it's a heady mixture of folk, blues and other things, all based around acoustic guitar playing. And the first song I learned was written by a man called Cyril Tawney, who then, not being too young to sort of be in the first wave of the folk revival, I didn't know who this bloke was. All the older folkies, those sort of 10 years older, of course, would already know who Cyril Tawney was. And he was one of the greatest original songwriters involved in the folk scene. He wrote lots of songs. Probably his most recorded one, and certainly the one that captivated me on Davy Graham's album, was a song called Sally Free and Easy. Sally free and easy, that should be her name. Sally free and easy, that should be her name. She took a sailor's loving, took it for a nursery It was sweet and hollow. It was like the honeycomb. Think I'll wait until sunset. See the ensign down. Think I'll wait until sunset. See the ensign down. Then I'll take my tideway, take it to my burying ground. Sunny, free and easy, that should be her name. Sunny, free and easy, that should be her name. When my body's landed, well, I hope she dies of shame. Sunny, free and easy, that should be her name. Sunny, free and easy, that should be her name. Thank you.
So what people ask you always is what comes first in a song? Is it a chord sequence? Is it the lyrics? Is it, what's the process really? Well, I've had this little chord sequence for ages lying around. For about 4 years, that one. Rick's added a little echo to it. It didn't have a subject. And you wouldn't think the idea to finish a song would be the post office inquiry, would you? How could they think that those people were inherently thieves? How could they do that? So I thought, oh, there's a nice verse. So this is a look behind a couple of headlines. So there's the post office inquiry, which I found absolutely gripping. And the second one was this little podcast that said, because of relentless population decrease in Europe, we need people. We're going to need a lot of people to keep us all in our old age. We work in your factories, your kitchens and fields. We work on the wards and the farms. For all of the lives that it cost to get here, do you honestly think we mean harm? You might embrace us, you should be glad. Maybe we're here just in time, 'cause we might be the children that you never had. If your number years slowly decline. Facts don't have feelings, but families do. Behind each headline are lives. Sisters and brothers, fathers and mothers, husbands, partners and wives. Oh, parcels and gifts. We were always the heart of this town. Long hours of labor, working in shifts, but the ghost in the wires brought us down. With all of your power and all of your skill, with the might of the Lord to deploy, we were rebranded as felons and thieves, till there was nobody left to destroy. Facts don't have feelings, but families do. Behind each headline are lives. Sisters and mothers, fathers and brothers, husbands, partners and wives. Sit and howl at the moon. If we pay the piper and we call the shots, let's make them dance to our tune. Look by the banners, the slogans and names. Don't sit and howl at the moon. 'Cause we pay the piper, we call the ships. Maybe this week they'll dance to our tune. We're going to have a little oddie moment now. Pete, if you could bring on the prize, please, and my phone and the little note. Since this festival has been running 25 years or so, we've nearly raised £50,000 because of the work of this family. Originally, David, who made all these wonderful instruments for us over the years, and now Nick and Sarah and the whole family. And once again, one of these is being raffled. We only need another couple of £1,000, then we've reached 50,000. We're about 48,000, something like that. So I hope you're going to do the decent thing. So this wonderful little quattro is going to be played. But first of all, I want to do something I never got the chance to do when David died. And I was playing at Glastonbury Festival. And I couldn't make the funeral, but I wrote some words and I wasn't able to say them myself, but with Phil playing some chords, I might be able to say this now for Nick and the family. I'm so sorry that I cannot be with you on this sad morning. This afternoon I'm due to be standing on the stage at the Glastonbury Festival, and the transport and logistical nightmares of the event render it impossible for me to return in time for my performance. I won't be there with you, but rest assured that David will be here with me. For at my feet, as ever, will be the guitar, the quattro, the mandocello and the tenor guitar that have been my constant companions for over 25 years, that have stood beside me in 5,000 venues and journeyed with me for almost 1,000,000 miles. I will reach for one of them, and as I play, Through my hands and out across the West Country fields will flow the fruits of those countless hours of tireless, steadfast craftsmanship that defined one of the most remarkable men it's been my privilege to have known and to have counted as a friend. So this morning we will make our farewells, recount our memories and exchange our stories. And as those with faith in the hereafter pray for him, I will reflect with quiet certainty that here this afternoon his spirit will also be here with me. And as long as I can make music with every note and every chord, the sweet air will resound yet again with his firm, bright and clear Devonshire voice, undiminished and undimmed. So goodbye for now, David. I'll see you later at the sound check. So this is a song that sort of defined us in our early days. Recorded at the Bull in Bridport. And the second track on the rock and roll entitled Live in Bridport. And if I announce the title, oh, by the way, forgot to say, raffle tickets will be amongst you making themselves known. I forgot to say that, just to find out the raffle tickets. It's been done by the Long Dogs crowd for so many years now, and some of them weren't able to make it because they booked themselves on the Richard Thompson cruise after we realised we were going to do this show as well, so Sheldon and Nick and Claire and the gang. But there will be raffle tickets being sold throughout the day. Heat, expansion, metal equals keep talking. I lost my heart in a... I could tell one of my Jethro jokes, Phil. Something like that. Phil Beer on the fiddle, come on. The blind fiddler, come on.
Blacksmith shop in the year of 46. I was working on a revolver and it was out of fix. I am so sad and lonely, I'm condemned to roam, 'cause I am a blind fiddler, I'm a great long way from home.
You must know that bit.
Talk the dogs and rain. He operated over my eyes, but nothing could he gain. I am so sad and lonely, I'm condemned to roam, 'cause I am a blind fiddler, I'm a great long way.